Hi, today I'm going to be doing my informative speech. This is my 5 audience. Okay, hello everyone. As I mentioned in my introduction speech, I have been dancing for many years. While dance is becoming more popular for people my age, a lot of outside people seem to not understand what really happens in a dance class. Today I'm going to educate you on a few different genres of dance and explain the emotions surrounding them. The general purpose is to teach you guys about 5 different styles of dance. Today, I hope you inform my audience about 5 different styles of dance: contemporary, ballet, hip-hop, jazz, and tap. 2 fun facts is I've been competitive dancing for 14 years, and the second fact is contemporary is my favorite. The central idea is everyone by the end of the speech will know about 5 different styles of dance. The first main point, my first style of dance I'm going to be talking about is hip-hop. Hip-hop originated in New York City, specifically the Bronx, in the late 70s. Hip-hop is based on hard-hitting, energetic movements, which makes the audience want to get up and join in. A few different types of hip-hop you might know: popping, locking, and breakdancing. Hip-hop is a very cultural way of dance, and it is always one of my favorites to perform on stage. Hip-hop has been around for almost 60 years, and it has always kept its original purpose, to have fun. While contemporary is my favorite, hip-hop is always one of my favorites to perform. One fact about hip-hop is a lot of hip-hop style came from early DJing. Main point 2. The next genre I'm going to be talking about is tap. Tap is usually one of the first genres that is taught when beginning dance classes at very young ages. Tap dates back to around the 19th century, stemming from West African step dancing and early Western clogging. Tap is danced by wearing shoes with hard metal plates on the bottom of the shoe, sounding a loud but graceful strike. To perform tap successfully, musicality and technique of the steps are essential. I found that tap has helped my musicality skills, but it is definitely my worst genre when it comes to competing. Tap is very precise and an underestimated style of dance. While my studio is very tap heavy and definitely helped me gain musicality, it is not my best to perform. One fun fact is my studio owner won Miss Arkansas with her tap routine in 1998. Main point 3, my next and top 3 favorite genre is jazz. Jazz can be seen or interpreted many different ways, and all of them are unique. Jazz is usually put with a sassy, smooth, or upbeat song that captures the energy from the stage. Beginning in the 1900s, jazz stemmed from African American activities. Broadway, musical, and the Rockettes are just some examples of how jazz can be used to capture different emotions or energies. Jazz has come a long way, and it has slowly become one of my favorites to perform. Jazz has always been an upbeat and fun dance type, and it is a way to express the sassy side of you. The studio has always been my biggest blessing, and it is one of my top 3 genres ever since I started my dance journey. Jazz movements are also tied to the start of the classic jazz music genre. My next, and honestly my least favorite to do, is ballet. Ballet has been around for the longest of my 5 that I'm talking about today, with its intense training and precise technique that follows. Ballet is the foundation of any dance form, and that is why most would argue that it is the most important to train in. Ballet began in the early Renaissance in the 15th-16th century. Most ballet terminology is spoken in French due to the founder of the Royal Dance Academy, King Louis. Ballet is also the first class that most kids are put in, and it is one of the few that most studios require you to take for all years of training. Ballet is stacked with intense training, pain, and flexibility. While it is usually not my favorite to do every week, it helps all dancers start and continue their foundational movements and techniques. And a fact about ballet is it started as a male-only art form. My last genre I'm going to be talking about today is contemporary. Contemporary is my personal favorite, and it has been for years. Think of contemporary dance as a mix of jazz and ballet with an emotional touch that is usually added in. It began in the early 20th century, drawing inspiration from modern styles and mixing in some early jazz. It arose from the rejection of the rigid technique of ballet, which is partially why it is my favorite. It is a way to express any emotion through authentic movements, and without a story behind it, it is not well done. Contemporary is my favorite style of all time due to the ability to express all emotions. It started as a rebel against ballet strictness and now has become one of the most popular at studios across the world. Fun fact is I've never done any other genre except for one jazz solo of dance besides contemporary for any of my solos. In summary, after listening to my speech, I hope you have learned more about the 5 genres of my sport. Contemporary, ballet, hip-hop, jazz, and tap dancing are crucial to know and play with when starting your dance career, or even just being friends with a dancer. With all of this being said, I hope you've gained more knowledge as an outsider of the world of dance, the different styles, where they came from, and how they have evolved through the years of dancing. Dance has always been my biggest blessing, and I hope now you know some of the factors that play into my time at the studio. Thank you.